Hello there everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and we are here today starting off with a fresh face because I have all of this makeup I want to put on and thought I would just turn on the camera and record myself trying on my haul and some new-ish makeup items. I have some high-end, some drugstore, you know, it's a mixed bag usually. Got my hair pulled back in a clip, and so let's just jump into it, shall we? So I put on some of this NYX Bear With Me Sunscreen Daily Moisturizing Primer. This is the SPF 30. This stuff is awesome. I saw this. NYX is a brand I kind of just glaze over. Like I look at it and I'm like, whatever, that probably is not going to be very good. But this, for some reason, I kept looking at it and I was like, that looks great. I love trying out a sunscreen for my face. And this one is awesome. I did just apply this right before I started this video. It has like the lightest scent ever. It kind of just smells like a regular lotion. It doesn't smell like sunscreen at all. It does go on very clear. It doesn't have any white cast whatsoever. Blends in super duper easy. At first, it does kind of feel like you're putting on just a traditional sunscreen on your face. Like it might feel a little thick, but not thick where you can't spread it, but just like not the thinnest texture ever. But it's awesome. Leave it there for like a minute or two before you put makeup on. It will like sink into your face. It's gonna feel like nothing. I love it. I've used this on my arms and hands in the car. I wear it on my face regularly. I think it's so great. And yeah, I'm super, super happy and impressed with that. I'm really enjoying it a lot. So the next thing I want to put on actually is the Ulta Beauty Brow Primer. So I bought this yesterday. I showed this in my haul. It looks like this. It looks very similar to the what is it? Who has it? The Brow Conditioning Primer. Benefit. Okay, is it clear? Is that anything coming out? Can't tell if it's clear. Oh, there it comes. So, twist it up. This little gel comes out of this little rubberized tip. Hold on one sec. Just had to cough. And then you just kind of spread it on your eyebrows like this. I've tried the Bravo one from Benefit and I loved it. I feel like it totally worked, but for some reason I never repurchased it. I really, really enjoyed it though, but I've never tried anything since. I didn't read any claims on this. There's nothing on the packaging, I don't think. Oh, condition and prime. That's all it says. So, well, we'll just leave it at that. Let me rub it in just a little bit. We'll see if that does anything. All right, the next thing we're going to be using is this. So this is a new thing to me. It's from Maybelline. It's the Dream BB Fresh Skin Hydrating Beauty Balm. I know this isn't a new item to Maybelline, but they've been promoting it like crazy. So I feel like they're either just re-promoting it or maybe they extended the shade range or something. But let's try it out. So I got the shade Light Medium Sheer Tint and it says SPF 30. So there we go. See if it smells like sunscreen. Ooh, that is very sheer. I feel like I should have just used this instead of the sunscreen. Oh my gosh, this is like the sheerest thing ever. You know what? They're not lying. It's sheer tint. What did I expect? Oh my gosh, this is like almost nothing. You know what this reminds me of? The No. 7 City Light Tinted Moisturizer. I love that stuff so much, and it's just like this. Very, very sheer. It's just like pretty much nothing. But I think it's mostly for the sunscreen. I want to say this is probably just like a tinted moisturizer or a sunscreen with like a little tint, but it's like the most barely there tint. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's like a little something. A little something. All right. So let's move on to some concealer, shall we? I'm not going to build that up at all because I already have 2 layers on. I have this Bye Bye Under Eye concealer from IT Cosmetics, the full coverage anti-aging waterproof concealer. I got this in the shade Light Neutral 13.0. This little tiny sample here is packed full, like full to the top. You need like the tiniest little bit of this stuff. I've been loving it so much. So my ride or die is the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector. I love this stuff. I've purchased it many, many times over the years. It's amazing. But every now and then I want to try something different, so I picked up this little sample. And I feel like I've tried this before and really, really hated it because I don't think I knew how to use it. It's extremely thick, extremely thick. And you need like the tiniest little bit, like I'm going to put that much. And it does say to use with your fingers. I tried to use it with a brush, and I think it was fine. But I feel like with your fingers, just like the warmth really helps it spread out a little better. But this stuff is bulletproof. Bulletproof. It doesn't crease, it doesn't cake up, it doesn't settle into fine lines. If you put too much, it's obviously going to do that. I don't know if you could tell the difference between my under eyes, but oh my gosh, it's just so great. A little thick, a little on the thick side. It does take a little getting used to. It also says you can use it as a foundation. I don't know who has the patience to spread this very, very thick stuff all over your face like a foundation. Maybe it's like a spot concealer, but I've just really been enjoying it. It's very easy to go overboard because the amount you need is so minimal. Oh, I put way too much on this side. I thought I was gonna fly through this little sample, so I actually bought the full size. And I haven't even opened it. This, I'm sure, is not even halfway used yet. Do those look even? This is just so, so, so good. It's bulletproof. It will not move whatsoever. The rest of your makeup will fade. And this will just stay there. Oh, it's so good. I really like it. I'm not surprised I hated it the first time because it just wasn't my taste back then. But now I'm loving it. Now that I did that, I want to put on some eye primer. I'm actually going to do the Kat Von D or the KVD Shake Primer High Impact Eyeshadow Primer. This is going to be the third time I've used this. You got to shake the heck out of it. Like, to see how it comes together. That it separates very, very quickly. So I feel like you got to shake it and then immediately dispense it. So I'm going to shake it up. It has this little tiny button on the back that's very, very, very sensitive. Like, you don't have to push it very hard to get a drop out. So I shake it up. I'm going to put 2 drops on my fingertip. I drop this. Only thing with this is that it drips. It's obviously watery. And then you put it on your eyelids. I feel like, are you only supposed to use 1 drop for your eyes? Like 1 drop and mix it, and just 1 for both eyes? Because I've been doing 2 drops, and it's kind of hard to control 2 drops. But either way, it leaves your eyelids kind of tacky, which I've never really enjoyed. But it's tacky, but it doesn't make things become patchy. It's so weird how this works. I've been liking it so far. Obviously today, like I said, is only the 3rd time I've used it. But so far, very happy with that. And I forgot again. I forgot every time I use that, I keep wanting to do 1 eye with and 1 eye without. Because it's supposed to like show the true colors of the pigments and stuff. And I keep forgetting to test that claim out. Anyway, let's move on to concealer. So I have 2 concealers. I have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Hydrating Concealer. This is in the shade Fair. This is what it looks like. I also bought the powder that goes along with this. I keep that in my bag. Ooh, that is the most mattifying white powder I've ever used. It's weird because when you want to powder your face to kind of take down the oil, when you put it on, it's very clear there's a big matte circle right here and the rest of your face is not matte. So I feel like I have to go out of my way to powder my whole face, which I don't want to do. The powder's just fine. It's for emergencies. It's in my bag for emergencies. This is the concealer. This is the worst applicator on the planet. So it looks like a doe foot. It looks like a sponge that's on the tip. But in reality, it's just the plastic stick that's up here with like the thinnest coating of fabric ever. Like the fabric is practically not even there. Because when you put this on, you can feel the plastic scraping on your skin. You have to dip in many, many times to get it to come out. I mean, they have that other concealer with the really big doe foot applicator, and I feel like they should have just kept that one here because that's a good one. The applicator is just not that good. Concealer is good if you want something light coverage. I think it would go well with this really light, sheer tinted balm from Maybelline. I think it'd be a good pairing. But I also have this one from L'Oreal. It's the eye cream in a concealer. So I have used this under my eyes, and it's very, very light, and it's like serum. It says it's an eye cream, but I feel like it's serum. It's so thin. So, so, so thin. It blends under your eyes super easily. I don't know if you can see how thin it is, but it's the thinnest consistency ever. It's very, very nice though. It feels great because it is so serumy and so thin. I kind of want to use a little bit of both. Why not? You know what? I really like the way the skin looks. It looks super light. Then you dip in again. This is the CoverGirl one with that plastic just stick they got going on. And then we'll do the CoverGirl. I know this says it's an eye cream, under eye concealer, but I just like to use it on my whole face, because why not? I know you're not supposed to touch this to your face, but I'm the only one using it. All right. Let's grab a little sponge. And blend that in. So one thing I wanted to talk about in this video is I have been thinking for like the last 2 years, and I'm just now actually wanting to put into practice, but I've been wanting to go put myself on a budget for like makeup and skincare. And because I'm not trying to sound like a jerk, I swear, but I have a lot of expendable income, and I don't know when to stop spending it because I have it. I want to buy stuff. And I feel like it'll be a fun challenge to put myself on a budget every month, share what I bought each month, what I'm using, because I've really been enjoying shopping my stash lately. I have recently pulled out several singles, and I've been loving using these so much. I was wearing these purple ones in a video the other day. The one Ritzy from Makeup Geek's amazing. I was wearing that in a video the other day. Or no, did I film that video or not? I don't remember. Anyway, I wore it the other day, and I've really, really been liking it. And as I'm doing that, I'm realizing I have a lot of stuff, if you didn't know, that I don't know that well. Like, I have a lot of things in my little collection that I have that I know very well, and there are some favorites in there that I could tell you what it is with my eyes closed, you know. But then there's some stuff, if I'm being honest with myself, that I haven't used in a year. I have a palette right here. Haven't even taken it out of the box. It's just a piece of decor. I opened it, looked at it, and I was like, oh my god, put it back in the box because it's so precious. Haven't used it, haven't swatched it. It's just decor, which I don't mind. I don't regret buying it. But, you know, it's just like, I don't know. I really want to get to know my things a lot more. I want to be on a budget. I'm going to put myself on a budget. And I think I'm going to do that now on the 1st. I think I'm going to introduce the budget that I'm doing, how much it is, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to see that, stay tuned because I think I'm going to do it. I want to do a little powder. I just can't go without this powder. This is the Too Faced Multi-Use Complexion Powder. This one right here. It's just my absolute favorite. And it's funny that this has become a favorite because I bought it on HSN. It was like a... what was a video I did? It was like over a year ago or something. It was like makeup I bought after too many drinks or something. And I unboxed it and I was like, what did I even buy? And this has become a ride or die. The light keeps changing. I feel like I'm looking whiter and whiter. Anyway, I love it so much. Let's move on to bronzer. I'm going to be using the Clinique Sunkissed Perfection. It was a toss-up between this bronzer and the IT Cosmetics Ombre Radiance bronzer. This one I got at Ulta. I don't think I've used it yet on my face, but it was a toss-up between these two. And I think I'm going to go with the Clinique one because I kind of want to use that blush as well. Let's get a little brush here. But let me know your thoughts on the budget idea. I want to do it. I want to shop my stash a lot more, show you more of my stuff that's on rotation, show more of my collection because I don't think I've ever done. I do declutters a lot where I show like that kind of stuff, but I don't think I've ever showed all the eyeshadow palettes. But I feel like over the years I've eventually shown each thing just on like one big video, which I feel is just a daunting task anyway. I also want to do makeup inventory. I tried to do it one time. Ooh, this bronzer is nice. I tried to do it one time like a year ago and it took more than 10 minutes. So I was like, this is taking way too long. I have way too much stuff. I don't know how to do it. Put it away. Never went back to it. But I want to do it again. But I know I'm like, ooh, I don't want to see the numbers. I don't want to see a number saying how many eyeshadow palettes I have, how many bronzers I have, and I don't know. But I also kind of want to. This bronzer is so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so luminous. It has like a tiny little bit of like gold shimmer in there. I don't see the shimmer on my face, but it adds like a nice reflective quality. I really like it. For highlighter, I do want to use the Morphe Coca-Cola loose highlighter. This went everywhere yesterday when I tried to open it, so I'm going to take off the little sticker. Ooh, it's already airborne. Let's get a brush. This is what it looks like. I will swatch it in just a second. But I'm going to put a little bit in the lid and kind of just dab it in the brush here. I love the way my skin looks right now. That bronzer is so pretty, but I think it's a combination of that Maybelline thing, the light coverage, with the light concealers. I don't know. This stuff is airborne. Ooh, I really like that. That's so shiny. Very yellow gold. I don't know if you can see. Maybe when I mix it with some blush, it'll tone it down a little bit. I feel like this is the appropriate size for a loose highlighter, because loose highlighters will last forever. I know Wet n Wild has those ones. I think they still make them. I'm sure they're like humongous. Those are going to last literally a lifetime. I feel like that's like too much. I'm trying to buff it out a little bit, especially this side. Oh well, just go with it. Then I'm going to take the blush that's in this palette called Blush and Brighten. And I've been loving this brush so much. This is from Isaac Mizrahi. I got this at TJ Maxx in the clearance section. And I love this one. I don't know. I've just been loving it. So I'm going to use it. Ooh, that's a lot. I just feel like it disperses the blush exactly how I want it, where I want it, and I don't know, easily. I just really like it. Ooh, that's pretty. And there you go, blush done. All right, let's do some eyebrows. I have two eyebrows. Actually, I want to try this pomade, this stick thing I bought yesterday called Brow Extensions Fiber Pomade Crayon. Someone left me a comment on my haul saying that she loves this thing. So we're going to try it out. I don't know if you can see. I'm sure you cannot. There's like humongous fibers in here. They're like really long. Like when you look at the stick, you can see them sticking all over it. It looks like you dropped it on the floor and it like got stuck in lint, and there's lint all over it. I don't know how to use this. We're going to try it out. I'm really happy with the way the skin looks, not to sound like a jerk or anything. But it looks just so glowy and glossy. I love it. Ooh, I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. Okay, let's just go. Just go with it. Go lightly. When I swatched it, it looked really, really light. And I tried this out yesterday, like before I washed my face, just to see how dark it was. And it was fine. I feel like it pasted my eyebrows a little too much to my face. But let's just try it out. I'll probably still use a little powder, like brow powder. Let's get a little spoolie going. Oh, you know what? Is it like holding as well? I wonder if, like I can't see the fibers in my eyebrows. I'm assuming that's the point. Like you shouldn't be able to see fibers in your eyebrows, but it does like an illusion thing where it makes it look fuller. You know what? I don't hate it. I might go over it with some powder though anyway. All right, so back to my budget thing while I fiddle with my eyebrows. The amount I want to spend is so small. I'm hoping it's not going to be a struggle because I am an impulse purchaser, like to the max, to the max. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is. It's fun. And I want to buy it. I see it. I want it. I bought it. And I know during the holidays it's going to be really hard because I love gift sets. I love sets of all kinds. And I want to just buy everything. In a value set, you get a bunch of stuff for a great price. It's just what I want to do every holiday season. So we shall see how it goes then. But I do want to do it. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a fun challenge for me. And like I said, I just really want to get to know my stuff a lot better. Like the singles I pulled out to use, I've been making sure I'm paying attention to what the names are, trying to learn them more like that, and kind of just, I don't know, get to know my stuff and appreciate it a little more. That was some It Cosmetics brow powder. I love this palette. This is one of my favorite things I've ever bought. I use it all the time. I actually just cleaned it recently. I love it so much. Let's do a little brow gel. So I bought the NYX Bear With Me Brow Setter. So my favorite brow gel is actually the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. And these were the same price. And I was like, why would I buy this tiny one when this one's already so amazing? So this one is like a big old brush, just like a mascara wand. It comes out really clean. It almost feels like nothing, but you can brush it on your skin and everything, and the brush isn't gonna like paste your eyebrows down. You don't have to be really particular with it. I love it so much. I buy it all the time. But I thought I would try this one out. This one is a teeny tiny brush. You got to kind of, you know, style your brows a little more with this one. But I love it. Since I bought this, I've only been using this. It like combs your brows up and like holds them into place really well. And I'm not usually a fan of this kind of eyebrow, like this fluffy, I don't know. I don't know why I'm not a fan. I like when other people do it. But I guess I just never have known how to do it. Who knows? But anyway, this is awesome. I really, really love it. I am going to probably go over with a little more powder to fill them in, but it holds them in place well. And even though it's like a white gel that's on here, it dries clean. It doesn't goop up. It doesn't paste them down to your face. Even though I had a pomade on, I really, really like this stuff a lot. All right, where are we at now? Eyeshadow. So it was a toss-up between the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette and the Ulta Beauty Blushing Blooms palette. I gotta use this one. I have to use this one. The Urban Decay one's gonna have to wait for another day, but this is just, I couldn't wait to use it. I absolutely adore the Ulta Beauty eyeshadow palettes, and I couldn't wait to put this on. So let's see how it goes. Just gonna fake clean my brush real quick. I do have that primer on. Like I said, it feels tacky still. Not sticky, but it's tacky. All right. What direction do I want to go? I think I'm just going to do something really easy and simple. Maybe just like these two and that silver on the eyelids. Because I don't want this video to be a bajillion years long. Because sometimes the camera will cut off and then, you know, I don't know how to edit it together. That's a lot different of a color than I thought it was going to be. I'm mixing together these two right here, this like slate gray and that cream. Unless my brush already has color on it, but I cleaned it off, I thought. Like, is there a little color still on the brush that's translating? Fine, we're just playing around here. Let's try just the gray one. And that primer, like I said, I'm sure you can tell too, it's not sticky at all. Was there color in the, I thought I wiped it off enough because let me swatch it. Does it have a rosiness? Oh, it has a rosiness to it. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it in person. It looks gray in the pan, but it's like a weird rosy mauve color. Oh, no wonder. Okay, I thought my brush was dirty. Wow, that's a lot different than I was expecting it to be. Very pretty. All right, blend, blend, blend. There we go. Let's do a little something in the outer corner. I know I had another brush here to use. There it is. Let's do that one right there. I tapped off. Have you ever tapped off the excess and all of it comes off? I find that happens a lot if the brush is completely clean, like freshly cleaned. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I love cleaning brushes and I like how they look all clean, but they work better with a little something on them, I think. When they're not, you know, fresh. You know how when your hair is freshly cleaned and it does not hold a style for anything? That's how I feel brushes are. Like they just don't hold anything if they're not with a little something. We need like a little texture spray or dry shampoo for brushes sometimes. There's $1 million idea. Don't do that. Anyway, there we go. Just gonna do something quick. And then let's do this one right here. I'm just gonna pat this on the lid. Ooh, I don't know about this one. Feels like it's getting hard pan. Oh no, this is a dud shade right here. I talked about it in another video, but my expectation with shimmer eyeshadow, I have to be able to use it with my finger because I just, it's my preference. I think it goes on better. I can control it better. And if it gets hard pan, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work between us. And this one already has hard pan. And as you can see, I mean, it's a fine glitter or whatever, but not, no, like you can see the hard pan on it, that one right there. Like when I touch it even, it's like slick right on top. So, I don't know about that one. It's just a first impression. It's fine. This is the first time I'm using it. Anyway, a little bit of fallout. Let's dust that away. I'm gonna do a little on the lower lash line. Where's my other brush? Let's do that same like rosy one that I thought was gray. This one right here on the lower lash line. Ooh, a lot of fallout from that shade. Like it's stuck all over my cheek right here. Darn, I hate when that happens. Especially because my face is still, like I don't put powder under my eyes, so it's really dewy. And stuff is going to stick to it very easily. I hate when that happens. Darn it. Well, shoot. It's fine. Oh no, it's like stuck. I'm sure you can see it. There's a lot of it. Oh, I hate that shade so much. Let me try to remove that. Be right back. All right. Well, that was a procedure. So I was trying to remove the glitter under my eyes, ended up smearing all this here. So I ended up just removing everything on my cheek and then redoing all the steps. So first impression, I do not like that shade. Just, it's not doing anything for me, and it was a ton of sparkle fallout all over my face. That was very annoying. So anyway, let's put on a little bit more brow powder, I think, because I want to fill them in a little bit more. Just a tiny bit. All right. What else do we have to try? Oh, the setting spray. I want to use the Maybelline glass spray. I kept calling this glass skin. It's just glass spray. First I'm going to do some eyeliner. Then we'll come back with the spray. This look, I think, definitely needs a little eyeliner. Let's just put this really quickly. I usually pause for this part because I think it's gross to watch somebody put on eyeliner. But it's fine. It's fine. All right. Setting spray. This is supposed to be like a hydrating. What am I doing fanning myself with my hand? It dries very quickly. Like when I'm spraying it now, like when I'm fanning myself, you can kind of feel where it's still wet because it's obviously a little cooler. But this, it's dry already. I swear it feels like dry oil is in there or something just because of how quickly it dries. And you can see how glossy my skin looks. I almost feel like it's overkill. I meant to use that as like a pre-makeup step, like maybe to glossy up my skin before I put on that BB cream. But I almost feel like it's overkill with how glossy it makes your face. Like it's just a little much. But anyway, what do we have? Mascara. So I have the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I feel like I've used this in a sample before. Like one of those small travel sizes. Because I'm pretty sure it was last year or the year before. Maybelline had a like a little set for the holidays where it was just a bunch of travel size mascaras. This brush is so long. I can feel those little spikes like really, really close to the lash line. And I feel like it's going to hit my eyeball. Ah, okay. I could feel it. Like it's very, very close. Almost like it's almost going to scratch me. Probably because I'm doing it so quickly. Anyway, this is the last thing of this Get Ready With Me is this mascara. I think we're just going to stop right there. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to rush now because the video is so long. And I feel like I'm going to poke myself with this mascara. All right, you know what? Let's just stop right there. Oh no, I got to keep going. I have to even it out. I don't know when to stop. Stop? It's fine. It's fine. Put it down. Okay. Anyway, that is it for this 30-minute long extravaganza. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Let me know if you tried any of these things I tried. I am planning to do a dedicated video on this palette from Ulta because I have one on each of the other ones and I love them. So I'm hoping that that shade is just a one-off and not an indicator of how the rest of the palette is going to perform. But as far as everything else goes, I liked everything except that one shade right there. I'm actually super, like, shocked I like this as much as I do. It's so light in the coverage department, but the concealers, I think, added a little something to it, the powder, and I got nothing bad to say about it. I'm very, very shiny right now thanks to this. Maybe I'm going to powder myself down a little bit. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Let me know what you think about the budget idea. I'm going to be shopping the crap out of my stash. Yeah, just let me know what you're up to. I would love to read your comments, and I'll see you later in another video. Goodbye.